good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. When a man slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look.
It's week 14 of the National Football League.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, it's Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Young to throw on 4th. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Hubbard diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a former first-rounder in his 4th year now out of Utah State, Jordan Love.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season He needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Their boy, not a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Rolling to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Right, 97, opposite, green.
The play fake, now Young. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Love. Rolling to his left. A quick throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Sharp, 17, let's go, charge.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ready?
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight. So the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
On 3rd down, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2.
Black clock, Smith red.
They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
Striker, 3-3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready. Check pitch.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready.
This is Thomas. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Check White. Ready.
First down, Love to pass. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And
all right.
For a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Ready, set.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
97. Ready?
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cut.
Love now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
22 needle.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Touchdown! David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Young now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now 2nd and 3. Here is Young. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A first down throw for Young. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Here's Love. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So that's what that helped. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The score. Halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Young.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
On the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Check white, yellow, line, blue, check.
Young to throw it.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Come on, set, ball, 10. Ready.
Now Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Young.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Trimble.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got the shorty clean the finish, I'm a diamond in the run it back. Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the finish, I'm a diamond in the rough. Ay. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kid.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
Bringing them out is the #1 overall pick this year, Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama, Bryce Young.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Young.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you look at this Saints defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
3rd and 4.
Young to throw it.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
To throw, Young. Open man once again, it's Thielen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
Fighting to stay up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a 1st-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready?
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Love. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here we go, here we go.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. Opposite, 3. Set.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. A point after, good by Grupe. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again, and the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Here's Drew Chrisman now. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also let you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Kamara up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body, because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Let's go now.
Now is 2nd and 10.
97. Hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They run it again with Kamara. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Shot. 17. Hut.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 4th down, Love. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. Love throwing for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run it back.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 2nd down, Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A first down throw for Young. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On second down, Love once more. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it.
Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Saints first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st and 10, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're indeed going for it. Here's Love. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A
give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Clock. Ready.
A give running right. It's Hubbard.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Young on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Young throwing complete there to Mingo.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Ready. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check pink, switch, yellow, check white.
2nd down, Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Yellow, line, 5, 97.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will back now here live in New Orleans.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Black one. Smith red. Check pink.
They'll toss this right side to Hubbard.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake, Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Young from the shotgun.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Brzee in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Play action this time with Love.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you've got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Love's throw complete there to Perry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Love, out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Love looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Young. Able to find Thielen. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Now Young. That is caught. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Young to throw. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles.
To a demon when he off them ride till I die. I hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like